We are crossing to Manchester right now in the UK, where Ali Husain is, of course, on standby. Ali Husain, you have the very latest, of course. You want to weigh in on to what happened, of course, in the Africa Cup of Nations. You want to weigh in, of course, what's happening in the English Premier League. Ali Husain, take it over.
Hello everyone, Ali Husain here, and I am once again joined by TV47 reporting live from Manchester. Now, the first thing on the agenda is obviously that CAF have stripped Senegal of the Africa Cup of Nations title and have given it to Morocco. Now, my opinion on this is that I don't really agree with this. You know, everyone saw what happened, and in my opinion, it just ruins the moment. Now, that goal that Papa Gueye scored, it was a beautiful goal. It was a euphoric moment. It was a celebratory moment for the Senegalese fans, and the fact that it now means nothing to them, it does leave a sour taste in my mouth. And yeah, now in my opinion as well, this just sets African football back now so many years. I feel like the years that the continent has spent building this competition and its credibility has been tainted due to the incompetence shown by the higher-ups at the CAF. Now, the next thing on the agenda is that the Champions League quarterfinals have been announced. Now, it's been a very exciting round for the Champions League. You know, a lot of teams really flexing their muscles in this competition. Now, the first game that really sticks out to me is obviously Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich, and in my opinion, this is the most exciting clash of the draw so far. And I just think that Bayern are too strong. They've really been sort of flexing their muscles, really scoring a lot of goals. Harry Kane, I'm talking about the likes of Michael Olise. And the Real Madrid, by their very high standards, have faltered. You know, they've not really been exactly the most impressive team in the Champions League either. So I do think that Bayern will have just enough to overpower them. Next game on the agenda is Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid. Now, Barcelona are also a very exciting team to watch. You know, they don't really care much for their defensive structure. In my opinion, they will concede about 3 to score 5. And I think that they will have enough to break Atletico down. I think Atletico are quite porous at the back sometimes, despite their sort of defensive reputation. I do think that they can leak goals, and I do think that Barcelona will exploit that. Now, the next game is Arsenal versus Sporting. Now, Arsenal are on a roll right now. In my opinion, they are the best team in the competition. They finished first in the group phase. And yeah, I do think that they will have more than enough to overpower Sporting. But there is a big caveat to that Sporting could prove to be a potential banana skin for the Gunners to trip on. You know, the way they packed in Bogo Glimt in the previous round, it was impressive to see. And if Arsenal are not on their P's and Q's, I think that Sporting can do it, but I don't think that will happen. And I do think that the Gunners will have way more than enough. And lastly, PSG versus Liverpool. Now, PSG are a side like Barcelona in that they will score 5, yet concede 3. But yeah, I do think that they are the best attacking force in Europe. You know, the way they annihilated Chelsea was just so thrilling to see. You know, the likes of Ousmane Dembele, Kvicha Kvaratskhelia, Desiree Doué, Bradley Barcola. Yeah, they are on a roll right now. And yeah, I do think that they will have more than enough to beat Liverpool. And finally, Arsenal versus City in the EFL Cup final. Now, all form goes out the window in these cup finals, but City have proved me wrong in the sense that I thought that they were sort of, you know, show themselves to be the same ruthless sides that they have been in previous years, but they have faltered this season quite a lot by their standards. And I do think that Arsenal, with their momentum, will win that game. And I think that it will be an official passing of the torch from Pep to Arteta. So thank you very much, and you can catch all of the action on TV47.
Thank you very much, Ali Husain, coming to us live from Manchester in the United Kingdom, of course, with the very latest about football. He is a top international football journalist based in Manchester, and of course contributes and is part, of course, of a punditry segment here on TV47. So we appreciate